Now introducing the starters for your San Antonio Spurs. 7'1", the big man. Number 7, Luke Cornett. 6'5" forward, number 3, Keldon Johnson. 6'5", starting at forward, number 24, Devin Vassell. 6'5" guard, number 5. Guard number 4, De'Aaron Fox. The head coach for your San Antonio Spurs is Mitch Johnson. Fans, your San Antonio Spurs.
Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. It's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Jeremy Grant out there with Toumani Camara. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Spurs, Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Luke Cornett out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. Grant, 2 teams with very high hopes for the postseason. This should be a fantastic matchup.
You know, B.A., I've had this one circled on my calendar. Both sides have talent. They're exciting. You know, it's the kind of game that could come down to the last shot.
Now here's Fox. Here's Castle. It's wide right, hits off the rim. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. You know, they beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
This defensive game plan is easy, keeping it the same, making them change things.
So it's San Antonio now, following the three-point basket by Portland. There's a screen. Now here's Vassell. Camara covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fox. Drives to the hoop. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
On the wing, Grant. Johnson with the defensive effort. Vassell outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. No luck on that one. Outside Camara. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Fox the pass to Cornett. Here's Johnson. And the layup is good off the glass.
Nice move by Johnson. He is solid off the dribble.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Sharp against Castle. Pass to Fox. Here's Johnson. And here's Cornett. Fox outside. Three-pointer. Williams grabs the board. Portland leading. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Just 4 to shoot. Vassell with the rebound. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
Now here's Henderson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. Plenty of space. Rebound by San Antonio.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
From 15 feet away. Castle outside. Puts up a three. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Sharp against Johnson. Sharp passes to Henderson. Outside Kamara. There's the three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. San Antonio's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Vassell. Fox outside. To the middle. The kick out to Johnson. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 5.
When I tell you that Keldon Johnson has a beautiful three-point shot, when he's feeling it, ooh, man, it's automatic.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
You gotta dance like everyone's watching.
Taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Devin Vassell.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
And so here's Portland, trailing by 2. Here's Grant, shoots over Johnson, nails the baby hook.
Yeah, great awareness from Grant. Detects an opening inside and converts.
Outside Johnson. Vassell with it, Kamara on him. Vassell passes to Johnson, clock at 6, Fox outside. From downtown, Williams grabs the board. The Trailblazers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Portland moving it around. Sharp against Castle. And that one's good. Sharp's got 5 points.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Pass to Johnson. Castle on the wing. Cornette sets a screen. And Castle with the 3.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
Outside Kamara. Pass to Graham. Up top Henderson. Castle against Sharp. To the inside. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Now here's Fox. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia. Johnson against Grant. Johnson inside. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Henderson scanning the floor. Pass to Grant. Shoots over Johnson. And that one comes up a bit short.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Castle attacking. Now here's Vassell. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Okay, everybody, let's get loud for your first breaker.
He's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for Castle. Then for Portland, Thibault, he's checked in for Kamara. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Henderson. Grant outside. Outside Thibault. Pass to Sharp. And here's Grant. He's guarded by Barnes. Williams a screen on Barnes. 3 on the clock. And here's Grant from the arc. The offensive rebound. Williams misses.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Outside Barnes. Vassell outside. Box for 3. That shot, no good. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. That'll send Jeremy Grant to the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Great basketball play runs into family for Jeremy Grant, but he really has become his own man out on the floor and shown us his own unique talents.
Now here's Cornette. No points so far. And it's Fox missing.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Count the basket. And now a three-point Portland lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. BA?
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And there's a 3-second violation. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. The Trailblazers in 5th.
Well, over these last few games, they've been putting excellent pressure on the ball handlers and then turning those forced errors into easy points.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Olynyk's checked in for Cornette. Sohan comes in for Vassell. And Waters is subbed in for Fox. Then for Portland, Reith, he's checked in for Williams. Murray comes in for Grant. And it's Rupert in for Sharp.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the board. The Rook, Dylan Harper, showing some power.
Outside Holiday. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Driving in. Pass to Reith. To the left wing. The three is up. They grab their own miss. Thibault passes to Holiday. Drills it from deep. Holiday's got 6 points.
That's how you do it. Nice catch and shoot from Drew.
Here's Harper. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Olynyk with a screen on Holiday. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Also Murray out there, and it's Holiday in at the point.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Barnes passes to Harper. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, Harper really had to force his way through. No one gives rookies an easy time out there.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Outside Holiday, 6 to shoot, down low. Left side Thybulle. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Olynyk.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere so it hasn't really mattered.
Here's Harper. He's covered by Holiday. Harper misses. Portland leading by 5. And here's Holiday. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Nuggets in Denver. Portland moving it around. Murray passes to Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Here's Harper. "13 feet out. Portland with a rebound. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Rupert. Now Murray, guarded by Olynyk. On the wing, Holiday. And there's a pick. Portland needs to get off a shot here. Here's Thybulle. Sinks it from distance. And the Trailblazers lead by 8. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
checked in for Olynyk. Castle comes in for Waters. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. Then for Portland, Kamara, he's checked in for Murray. Sharp comes in for Rupert. And it's Henderson in for Holiday. Spurs trail by 8. Fox outside. Johnson a screen on Henderson. Fox against Henderson. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Well, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what makes him such a lethal player, Richard?
Well, for starters, it's his combination of speed and shooting. Still one of the fastest players in this league. And the exciting thing about him, Fox is just now entering into the prime of his career.
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Now here's Henderson. Yet to see a basket. Here's Sharp. Rebounded by Johnson. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. On the wing, Fox. Kamara covering. Fox right side. And it's Portland with a rebound.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Pass to Henderson. Lets it go from deep. Another three for Portland.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Johnson. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Here's Johnson. From outside the arc. Tybal with the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And here's a look at some numbers for Shaedon Sharp.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Cornette's checked in for San Antonio. And also a switch here for Portland. Williams is checked in. Now here's Sharp. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. The kick out to Williams. Portland moving it around. Castle against Sharp. Over Castle. Sharp, no good. Barnes with a screen on Tybal. Fox for three. San Antonio again can't hit.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. An athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
Here's Fox. Portland making their last shot. Outside Johnson. Cornette sets a screen. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Outside Tybal. Pass to Henderson. Now Sharp. Over Castle. And it's Portland scoring again.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Fox against Henderson. Fox left side. To end the drought. Castle for three. Kicks it out to Barnes. Cornette sets a screen. Pass to Fox. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Tybal passes to Henderson. Up top, Kamara. Now Sharp.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. Ooh, finishes with style. A double clutch jam. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Here's Fox. He's got 5. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
San Antonio, let's give it up for your Spurs High Squad.
He's checked in for Barnes. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Grant's checked in for Thibault. Castle outside. Pass to Vassell. Back to Castle. Outside Johnson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
When you look at their recent defensive numbers, they've been among the best in the league. I like the energy that they're playing with.
And it's the Trailblazers' ball. They're on a 14-3 run. Castle against Sharp. Henderson for 3. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Fox. The shot no good. Great D that time from Kamara.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Henderson finds Sharp.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 5. They get it again. Cornette.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Williams passes to Sharp. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. There's a screen by Kamara. Back to Sharp. 3-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio. Cornette's got 5 rebounds tonight. Johnson against Grant. Johnson passes to Fox. Looking to end this cold spell. Always attacking Fox.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
Castle against Sharp. Grant with a screen on Castle. Outside Sharp. Rebound by San Antonio. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Here's Castle. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Now here's Grant. He's got 5. Swing shot on the way. And no good.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break up 12. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Back after this.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up? So what do if you're one of those teams down there on the bottom bunk?
First of all, Ernie, you never want to be on the bottom bunk. You know why? Because the guy climbs down and he steps on your arm and he's going. You've never been to summer camp, have you?
Yeah, as long as the bed made out of solid steel, you're all good down there.
No thanks. I'm sorry. I'll pass.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the San Antonio Spurs.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from three. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus on getting easier looks there, Ernie.
Not everybody can be like the Jet, though, who shot a career 40% from behind the line.
39.9%. That half year in Atlanta killed it, Ernie.
I would agree with that.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Jayson Sharp really making a difference here.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Portland leading by 12. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Devin Vassell out there with Johnson. And it's Cornette in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Sharp against Castle. 5 to shoot. Outside Sharp. The 3 is up. Good work defensively by Castle. It's Vassell with the drive. Now Fox. Pass to Cornette. Now here's Johnson. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Castle for 3. On the wing, Vassell. Back to Cornette. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Robert Williams picks up 1.
And that's a clever foul choice. I mean, cuts off the dunk and sends him to the strike.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Trailblazers lead by 11. Knocks it loose. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Johnson. Castle outside. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3. Castle's got 8.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
One thing about Keldon Johnson defensively, it's hard to back him down, Richard.
Yeah, he won't block a ton of shots, but he anchors really well against bigger players. That's why teams would rather attack him in space.
And that one's good. Sharp. 13 points in the game.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Vassell. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Portland leading by 10. Henderson outside. Outside Sharp. Vassell with the rebound.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Johnson passes to Vassell. Here's Cornette, guarded by Sharp. The kick out to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Portland with a rebound. They led by as many as 18. Here's Henderson. Back to Grant. And it's good for 2. Grant's got 7.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Outside Johnson. Back to Fox. The 3. Sharp grabs the miss.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Pass to Kamara. Oh, deflected. Going all the way to the rack. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, Castle got out in transition and ends up getting trusted with finishing the fast break, which he does.
Castle against Sharp. Williams a screen on Castle. Here's Sharp. Outside for Grant. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Fox outside. Pass to Cornette. Now Johnson. Back to Cornette. And the deficit down inside single digits. Cornette's got his second bucket of the night.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Sharp. To the middle. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Johnson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Left side Kamara. Outside Sharp. Over Castle. Again, the miss by Portland.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Now here's Castle. He's got 10. Sharp with it. He's picked up by Vassell. They still need this. And it's laid in by Henderson. Henderson's got 7 points in the game.
And the defense was right there, but in the end, Henderson just sticks the J in their faces.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
making a switch here. Harper's checked in. Drew Holiday's checked in for Portland. San Antonio with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Castle against Holiday. Castle misses. Portland leading by 10. Outside Kamara. Castle against Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Kamara. Vassell with the rebound. Vassell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Castle against Holiday. Castle misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And Grant gets it to go.
No hesitation from Grant. He's not bashful shooting off the catch when given the chance.
Here's Castle following the three-point basket by Portland. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Brian, back to you.
An elite defender. Allie, thank you. Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Stolen by Castle. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor to snap the cold streak. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Portland leading by 13. Pass to Henderson. Outside Holiday. Williams with it. Picked up by Cornette. Shot clock at 6. Now Holiday. There's the 3. Hits a three-pointer. Holiday's got 9 points.
I just love the ball movement.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Harper. Launches the 3. Williams grabs the board.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Now here's Kamara, covered by Johnson. Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Kamara from the arc. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Harper. To the inside, Cornette, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
Portland moving it around, and here's Grant from the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Cornette. Here's Harper. And here's Castle. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Kamara.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Olenek's checked in for Cornette. Sohan comes in for Johnson. Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Castle. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Reith, he's checked in for Williams. Murray comes in for Kamara. Thibault, he's checked in for Grant. And it's Sharp in for Henderson. Got a piece of it. Outside Thibault. Here's Reith. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 14. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for Portland. Sharp teams with Dribble on the perimeter. Then it's Murray, then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Reith in at the center spot. And Olynyk the bucket on the assist by Barnes. Olynyk's got his first 2 points.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Sharp finds Holiday. Pass to Dribble. Clock at 6. Holiday up top. He's covered by Fox. Got him in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. And the Trailblazers lead by 14. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Sohan with the ball. Outside Olynyk. Fox outside. Pass to Sohan. From downtown. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Murray. Trailblazers lead by 14. Dribble passes to Sharp. Murray, a screen on Barnes. Barnes against Sharp. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Holiday against Fox. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And it's Dribble missing. And Barnes has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 16-point game. Harper passes to Fox. San Antonio again can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. It's deflected.
Yeah, the reach is amazing. Sohan will get his fair share of blocks during his career.
And De'Aaron Fox with the 3.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Outside Holiday. Fires it. Sohan with a rebound. Spurs trail by 13. Pass to Fox. Now Barnes. Three-pointer. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Barnes has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
You have the camera on you.
for San Antonio. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Outside Murray. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Now here's Sharp. Williams, a screen on Castle. Clock at 4. The 3 is up. Kamara, no good.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Castle misses.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time hitting his shot.
Oh, some real artistry from Grant at the rim. Kind of shaming the defense with that one.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Spurs trail by 12. Vassell outside. Outside Johnson. Cornette sets a screen. 11 feet out. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Good work by Johnson scanning the floor. Looking for those chances to share the ball.
Trailblazers lead by 10. And here's Henderson. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Fox against Henderson. Fox right side. Nice D from Henderson. The Trailblazers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Grant. No good there. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pass to Fox. It's stolen by Henderson. Now the Blazers on the move. That's good from Grant on the assist by Henderson. Henderson's got 3 assists now in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
4 on the clock. And here's Vassell from the arc. It's hauled in by Henderson. Henderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Grant in the post, covered by Johnson. Williams passes to Henderson. Portland moving it around. Oh, Fox with a steal. Fast break, here we go. Here's Castle. Out to Fox. To stop the drought. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Henderson. Back to Grant. Pulls up. Grant can't get that one to fall. Spurs trail by 14. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The teardrop from De'Aaron, a shot that perfectly suits his game.
Now here's Sharp, and Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Spurs Youth Dance Team.
Now Henderson. It's stolen by Fox. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
San Antonio ball.
Here's Johnson. Castle.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
No good on the free throw. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Portland leading by 12. Outside Kamara. Johnson against Grant. 6 to shoot. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Stephon Castle.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
Shooting for Portland. Kamara at the line for 1.
Spurs trail by 15. Now here's Fox. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
They led by as many as 18. Cornette sets a screen. For 3. That misses.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Now Sharp. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Grant. Just 5 on the clock. Vassell there for the rebound. San Antonio shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Trailblazers.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
And they didn't deviate from their game plan against this team. It's what helped them win their first 2 games against them. Add another one to the win tally for them.
And you have to recognize what a night it was for Robert Williams.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
A line change here for San Antonio. For the Trailblazers.
Spurs High Squad dance team, come on!
15-point game. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Now here's Holiday. Rob! And here's the fast break. Yes, sir! Moving quick and a great assist in transition. Here's Portland now. 13-point lead. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
So no problem for Portland as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Robert Williams.